Hey everyone, so I'd like to show you my haul from the last 7 days. The oldest haul is from last Thursday, and the most recent one is from tonight, and it is Wednesday evening. It is August 13th, so these are things that I picked up at Savers and Goodwill in the last 7 days. Some of it probably Bolo brands, but some of it is just like bread and butter, or I put stuff into reseller bundles because I find so many things that I can't possibly list it all. So, alright, here we go. Start with last week's, my color of the week, the new color of the week into Savers was gray, or they call it silver, I think, but it's gray, whatever. Okay. For most of these things, I always have a coupon. I have a 20% off, but last week, thanks to some dear friends and my emails, I had $50, $100 off $50, $50 off $100. And this is my first piece. These are proof trousers. They're size 32. They're men's. I don't pick up a lot of men's wear. These were actually in the women's. They're the Nomad pant, which I guess is discontinued, primarily because I went on Reddit. The regular price was $8.99, but because of that $50 100 coupon, I paid $4.50. I also found these Reformation jeans, wide leg. They were $9.49, but lucky me, coupon. It doesn't say what style exactly they are, but they're 26 and Montauk wash. Montauk, all I can think of is the, can't, bear with me, bleed. Okay, this is a J. Crew collection blouse from 2021, I believe. And it was $12, which I never would have paid. I love J. Crew, but tops just don't sell like blazers and shoes do. I got this ATM shirt. It's kind of like a gauze. It's very soft. It says made in Peru. It was $3.49, but half off. I found this. I really hope these are in frame. I don't usually make YouTube hauls like this. I was going to show myself. This is just a little basic piece from Madewell, but it's new with tags. It's $5.49. Here's a Lily Pulitzer piece. It's like cold shoulder, but apparently cold shoulder's coming back. It's an extra small, $6.49, but half off. What is this? This looks cute. This is Vanessa Bruno, which is like very high end, because she actually has a diffusion line, which I cannot think of the name right now, but I can put it in the listing in the description. But this is Vanessa Bruno. This is size 42, which is like a 10, I believe, if memory serves me correct. But it's a nice little black dress, and it was $12.99, but half off because of the coupon. I had multiples coupons. I had like one that was $50 off of 100. I had another one that was 25 off 40. I had a few of those actually. And these are just a Madewell trouser, size 6, $11, half off. These are Page. They're in perfect condition. There's nothing wrong. That little black spot is just a thread. These are the... hold on. These are the... You know, it's usually on the thing, but these aren't jeans, so I actually... Okay. I don't know the exact style. I did look it up, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But Pops looks good. I like selling Page. Page maternity jeans sell really good. So if you, a lot of maternity jeans, Citizens of Humanity, they all sell Well, I found this basic black Eileen Fisher dress, large, $6.79. I found these flax medium linen pants in black, $6.79. Okay. Next, we have these Madewell. They were $12.49 half off. They are the perfect vintage wide leg crop jeans. That is a mouthful, and they are a size 28. I know that, you know, a lot of people won't pick up Madewell anymore, but I still do. Depends on the style. I picked up this little Urban Outfitters top. Just thought it was cute. I might give it to my daughter. It's definitely more her size. It's like $4. I picked up this Nation Ltd slip dress in large. I actually have to double check that this is actually a slip dress and not the under thing of some other dress, because then I will have to exchange it, because what am I going to do with part of the dress? I found, this is just for me. I love this. This is just for me though. I'm going to put that in my wash myself stuff pile. I found this cabbie top in a large. I listed a cabbie large blouse last week, and this was $4.49, and it sold like in like days. It was more fall, so I might put that in a reseller bundle. I'm not sure. I got these Zara new tag pants in a small. They're pretty cool. I love the pattern, but they also are like semi-sheer mesh kind of, and those were $6.49. I also have, wow, I was looking for comps on this one earlier. These are just Everlane wide leg. They were $9.49, and then the discount, they're $6. And then we have last this Killstar So Goth I'm Dead. I love Killstar, and it's an extra large. So that is all of those items from that one particular haul. Now I'm going to move these so that I can have room for the next ones. And we're going to go with this Savers from, I believe, also last week. I need to check the colors. Blue and also silver. So these I think were Saturday. All right. That. Okay. I seriously looked up how to pronounce this brand like 4 times, and I just kept saying it over and over to myself in hopes that I would remember and not mess it up, but now I'm blanking on it. It's Gudrun Shogen. I can't believe I messed it up. I must have said it 100 times. But here you go. This was a special collection. You can see the violins. It was a limited edition collection. I didn't know that. I just always pick that brand up no matter what. I got this for Depop. It's vintage and Taylor Loft. It's just a vest, but it's dead stock. Looks like it was sold at Salvation Army first for $7, and then Savers also marked it at $7. So it looks like it had a thing here to wrap it around. I'm just going to cut these off and note it in the listing. What else? All right, I got this Mistook. I think this maximalist piece will do well. $7.49. And again, most of the time I have 20% off or 30% off, because I'll go with my mom and use her senior discount, because I'm still 13 years away from being able to use one. These are Mother, which I was excited to see. They're very wrinkled, but there's nothing wrong with them other than that. They are Mother, the Private Cargo Sneak in faded black, and they're 26, sorry. But in Mother, small sizes sell really well. Like, I sold some size 23 Mother last week, and maybe last month. for $100, and they sold quick. So these are also Mother. Shocked to find, but they were $9.49, and I don't even know how these were still there. I assume maybe they were sent back, because, like, exchanged. These are the mid-rise Dazzler ankle and Now or Never. Now, at first, I thought that it was the wash. This is straight leg style, but you can see it's kind of a weird, like, it looks almost like there's defects, but it's not. There's no defects. It's just, that's the way the wash looks. So when I saw that, they're in pristine condition. I picked up this vintage, very whimsy goth lingerie piece, which I will put on Depop. It's almost perfect. There's just this tiny little thread in the back that is out of place. This is Imperio lingerie. The paper tag. I found this new to me brand, these mules from Marion Park, and you can see the label. They're a little, misshapen, but I will work on that. And this is the label. These are made in Italy. They are a size 38.5, which is like a size 8. And I did see comps for these that were pretty decent. I saw a pair exactly like that, and they were like $100. So we'll see. Super excited for these, even though they're beat up. They are Y2K, cut out, Skechers. I should still be able to get $50 for these, even in this condition. It's really the leather that's worn, but the size, they're pretty good. I'm excited. Okay, the last one. I'm very excited about these. These, super cute, but much better shape. Made in Brazil, which a lot of like 90s Y2K sandals were. These are a size, it says 6, but they're actually a 9. I don't know why it says 6. I guess someone looked at it upside down. Okay, 2 down. Let me just put these over here. That was a mistake. And put shoes in this one. Okay, I'm just going to leave the other shoes out. Alright. Now, this week from Goodwill. Alright. Incoming color, I believe, was blue. This is actually from 2 Goodwill trips. One only had a few items. I found this brand I'd never heard of, but I was intrigued by the print, and it was only $3.49. The brand is, it's like Rainforest something, and I can't find the tag now. Oh, Raincaper. eBay comps looks promising, so excited for that. This I'm probably going to keep for myself. Maybe a little big. Quince? I don't know how they pronounce it exactly, but it's an extra large. It's 100% cashmere though, so it's perfect. This, of course, I was super excited to find for $4.99. This Johnny was. Yes, it's wrinkled, but holy crap, is that not beautiful? So excited. All right, I found this Outdoor Voices sports bra in a small. Found this. I've never actually found this in the wild. This is Outer Known. This little jumpsuit. I found a ton of dresses and jumpsuits. Like at the end, I was very excited about that, and they were all like $6.99. Intermix, size 6. I haven't checked the comps like really good on these yet. I was just so excited. This is a Lily Pulitzer, $6.99, which I was very surprised by because this store usually marks up Lily Pulitzer, but they've been pricing better. This is a size 6. I had 25% off at Goodwill because they changed their policy. This was Madewell. It's just a little like athletic tennis dress thing, but it's small. Maybe a little out of season going into the new season. I couldn't believe that I didn't go to the dresses first after finding this stuff at the end of my trip. This is a Reformation dress. It was $6.99. See? Can't believe that. $6.99. Reformation jeans, which maybe it's not like the top tier, but definitely something you want to be excited about. I found these I think it's Reese. These are a US 8. Just the trouser. And $6.99, but 25% off. This is the tie for that Reformation dress. I don't know exactly what it is, but they also had one in black. See, here's another one. Exact same dress. These are both smalls. Again, $6.99. Pretty great. I found these mousy jeans. You can see right here it says stamp 25, made in Japan. These look like a straight leg style, and they were $6.99. Like, what? Like a couple of months ago, this exact store was marking everything up. It was a nightmare. Also, you used to not get a coupon unless it was like really, you have to spend like $250 to get the 25% off. Now it's like Savers. Okay, I found this likely dress, which it's a size 8. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll get this because it looks perfect for like a wedding guest. Also, I found this. I think this was the first thing I found in the haul that day. This is Madewell. Just a simple piece. It was $6.99, but it was half off. Which obviously it didn't get 25% off in addition to, but still pretty good. That color was half off that day. This is Madewell. It's size small. It's $4.99. Just cute little basic piece. And then this, I was so excited to see because I know this style and it sells really well. This is Reformation. I think this might be the Juliet dress. I think. Gonna have to double check, but $7.99. Like, what? I often wonder, like, who's pricing this stuff? This is just a vintage Bob Mackie piece, but I like the designs on it, and the wearable art line still sells pretty good. That's their QVC line. I have found regular, like, Bob Mackie in the past. I sold a jumpsuit a few years ago for, like, $2.80. It was beaded, but it was still pretty simple. Let's see, what are you? This is an ATM Henley. It's a medium. Just a simple piece. I found this cachet top, just like a little mock neck. It's a medium, vintage, $6.99. I love selling that brand vintage. I've got this little underbust, actually not underbust, but older Y2K Express vest. Having the coupons, you know, really made a difference, but this is the tie for that black dress. I spent $88 on that haul, and I got 18 pieces. If there's something missing here, it's because it was something I got for myself, so I didn't keep it. I hope I can make it through the rest of this. I'm sweating. I do not have air conditioning in this room. I have a fan going on me, but I had it as if I was going to be sitting, but I decided not to sit because I'm just not comfortable showing my whole self on camera right now. But I do want to show the items, so get these all in here. Oh, I can't get them all back in. Okay, alright, let's put this over here and we'll move on to the very last one, which is tonight's haul. I spent 4 different transactions and I spent about $86 because I had a bunch of $15 off 40 coupons. I had four of them. One of them I wasn't able to use because the last transaction was only like $18. Alright, first up, I got these. But I was using my 20% off on that, so got these bass mules. I just thought they were cute. I'm still undecided if I'm going to bring them back, but they're 8s. So hopefully, I love this piece. Love finding vintage Victoria's Secret, but look how cute. So cute. They have been there for a bit. Purple was the new color. These are by Anthropologie, US 8. I'll pick up newer Anthropologie. It sells okay. So excited to find these. This is like the 8th time I've found freaking at this particular Savers, but $6.99, size 12. Nothing wrong with them. This is the first time I've ever found Derek Lamb, and it wasn't 10 Crosby. It was only $4.49. It's silk, and it's a perfect color for the holidays. I found this Lauren Moshi tee. Some of these sell really, really well. Some, yeah, okay. I have a friend that sold a sweatshirt that I put in her reseller box. She sold it for over $100 last fall, I think. This is just a simple this was $3.49, but I had that coupon. There's a little blemish on it, but it's not Anthropologie, Out From Under, which is Urban Outfitters house brand. One of them. I got this vintage whimsy goth looking piece, very boho. Love vintage, but I'm so behind on listing it, but it's super cute. I got this Betsy Johnson, but this is vintage Betsy Johnson, so I will always pick up vintage Betsy Johnson. The tag looks like that. I don't know if you can see that, but super excited for that one. Almost done. I've got these Purple Crow jeans. They're at 31. They are I don't know what style, but they're not skinny. Not that skinny isn't selling again, but, you know, I would not have paid this necessarily if I didn't have the $15 off 20, but these are Berkeys by Birkenstock. Great size. Really, really good shape. Very excited about those. I've sold this brand before. I believe it's Urban Outfitters, but I can't remember exactly, or I don't know. They're cargo. It's extra small, but they're really big. So I grabbed those. I got this Zara, just cute little blouse with tags. And I got this Vince, super soft here. Medium, made in Peru, just a basic tee. Got this, was very excited to find this House of CB dress. Pumps are okay. I mean, it's a large, it's a medium. That's what I meant. It's $8.99. And then it's another by Anthropologie piece, sprinkled, but it's a good size. It's only $3.49. This was my favorite find because I've never found this brand before. And this is Caro Ruiz. And it's a dress. This is actually a dress. These are tags. And I think this goes obviously around your neck. But super excited to find this. But thank you for staying through the whole haul. I hope I wasn't too out of focus or showing things that weren't in the camera. But stay tuned. Hopefully we'll do another one next week. Thank you. Bye.